Hey y'all, welcome back. Thank you so much for visiting me today at The Decorative Dreamer. Today it's kind of rainy and overcast, and I've decided to work on a few Christmas projects that I would like to get done before I start decorating. I'm still one of those ones trying to hold out until after Thanksgiving, but I'm getting so eager to get started. I'm seeing so many beautiful creations and ideas on several different channels, and I'm really anxious to get started. But I'm waiting because my children are coming, and I really just want to go through Thanksgiving first. But today, since it's kind of overcast and rainy outside, I thought this is a good day to work on those wreaths that I wanted to redo for outside. Typically, I do one wreath on the door. This year, I've decided not to do a wreath on the door, but I'm going to put 2 wreaths on each side of the door in between the 2 windows. I have 4 windows across the front of my house, and 2 on each side of the door, and then there's a little space in between those, and that's where I want to hang the wreaths this year. So I'm going to try to do 2 identical wreaths. I did have some new ribbons that I bought last year, and it was quite a whimsical look because I'm always trying to match up with my magenta front door. And this year, I'm gonna try to continue using that ribbon but change some of it up. I've gotten a few things that I wanted to do to kind of tone it all back down so it doesn't look like a gingerbread house. Although that's fun, it's just not the look I want to do this year. So anyway, I'm going to work on that. And if you hang around and stay tuned, I did a quick little picture video or photos. I pulled together some photos on the end here of last year's decor. Of course, I wasn't doing videos back then last year. And I didn't even do one of the trees that I normally do. So it's just three rooms, and then the outside that I pulled together and made just a quick little video. So we'll take a peek at that too at the end of this video. And I hope you'll stick around. Thanks. Okay, so as you can see, I've just pulled together a few things I'm gonna start working with. This is my wreath from last year. It went on the front door, and yes, that's a lot of color going on there, but it really did work out very well. So it was fun. I enjoyed it, and I've actually done the balls. The ribbons were new last year, but I have done the multicolored balls a few years now on the wreath on the front door. We're going to change that up. And then this was another wreath that is the same size that I had gotten. My mother had given me this one year, and I have some years I just didn't use it. Some years it went on the screen porch in the back. So these are the 2 wreaths that I'm going to be starting with, and this is what we're going to deconstruct, and then we're going to put it back together. And then of course over here you see the Hobby Lobby bag. If you haven't been to Hobby Lobby and you haven't hit that 60% off Christmas sale yet, boy, you're missing out. I've never seen them go this low this soon, and I've already had multiple trips. So anyway, I found this set, which I think goes really well with my front door. Now remember, I'm not putting the wreaths on the front door, but I do want to bring some coordination together all across the porch. These ribbons I've had for a while. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this or not. They are kind of a, it looks kind of silver in this picture, but they're not really silver. They're more of a kind of a taupey, almost, they're not gold, but they're kind of a gold. It's hard to describe. It's a silvery gold. But anyway, I'm just not 100% sure I'm going to use them yet, but I have them out just in case I do. And then just to keep things very simple, I bought 10 of these picks from Hobby Lobby. They are they have kind of a snow frosted look. I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're beautiful. Anyway, those were, how much were those? Let's see. I think they were $3.99. So I think they were like, I don't know, $1.30 or something. They so worth it. So worth it in my opinion. And so we'll see how this is what we're going to be using. And we'll see how this starts to come out. Okay, so here we go. Time to take it all apart. First thing I'm doing is removing the bow. I can find the wire. I tend to wrap my wire around and around and around because it never fails. We get a good bit of wind this time of year coming through, and it blows all my bows all around. So let's see. There we go. Okay, there we go. That took some effort. Bow off. It's a pretty little bow, but we're gonna pull away most of what's in here. I do think I want to use this plaid kind of magenta, maroon, and green colored ribbon, but I'm gonna lose the green with the black, and then the Harlequin type gold and black and silver. I'll probably lose that one as well. I'm just not sure I'm wanting to keep all of that. But anyway, we'll put that aside. We'll come back to that. And now we have the task of removing all the Christmas balls. Which, y'all, I think I put these on really well. Also, I think it's time to get the wire cutters. I'll be right. Well, I'm back, and I have a little change of plans. Some of you may have noticed I was really struggling to get these balls off of this wreath because I really put them on there very good. And I decided, rather than sitting here all afternoon struggling to take off all the balls that I put on so securely for this colorful little wreath, that maybe I should just find a new home for it. Excuse me. So I decided to find a new home for it, and it's going to go right behind me back on my porch, my screen porch. You're going to see I do a coastal tree out there every year. My screen porch is dubbed AKA the Mermaid Lounge. It's been called that for many years. One day I'll give you guys a tour. We'll take a look around. And you'll definitely get one for the Christmas season as well. But anyway, I got to looking at it after struggling so hard to get all the balls off and said, you know, these colors actually work really well with the Mermaid Lounge. So I've decided I'm going to keep it, and the Mermaid Lounge is going to get a wreath this year. So we're going to just put this aside. We'll find a new ribbon for that, and I've actually bought some new ribbon for the tree. So that's going to work out perfectly with that. And I made a quick little trip to Walmart. I know, literally. I just stopped the camera and decided to take a little road trip. It was time for new wreaths anyway. I had been looking at them at Hobby Lobby and found some that I really liked. But I just wasn't quite sure of the one I was looking at overall. And that one was about $35, $36. So I had to go to Walmart anyway. And I said, well, let me take a look and see what they have. And sure enough, I found a really cute one. These are the 24-inch Sonoma Cypress wreath. It is not lit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna light them up. I can, because I have outlets right underneath where these are gonna hang outside. And if I do decide to do that, I'll just run my own lights through them. It's no big deal. But anyway, I found these, and I did want to give you a quick little peek at them. They're beautiful. Look how much cypress look they have sprinkled in with the other pine. I guess this is supposed to be pine, and then some pine cones. And one thing that really I liked about these a lot was, I don't know if you can see, but looking at the back, there's actually 2 layers here of wreath. So once I get this all fluffed out, it's gonna be nice and thick and beautiful. So I think this is gonna work out much better, and I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle some of my little magenta ornaments throughout here. I'll be using those on some little trees that I have, little topiary style, well, they're not topiaries, but they are in the little topiary stands that go by the front door. And I'm gonna keep the, last year I put them inside, the topiary trees inside of my pots, tall pots that I have by the front door. This year, I think I'm just gonna put them in front of the pots, and we're gonna add some more festive florals to the pots to change that up so that it'll be a little bit more rich and full looking when you come in the front door. And you know, you're not even gonna notice there's not a wreath on the front door. But you will notice the 2 on each side. So this is the direction I'm going in today, and I'm gonna get started now. These are the ornaments I'm gonna use. And I am gonna stick with just this ribbon as well. So I think that's all gonna pull together. It's gonna be a little more simple, but I think it's gonna work out so much better, and a lot less time for me pulling all the ornaments off of the old wreath. And then that extra one, if I don't use it, I'm gonna donate it because it's time. All right, here we go. Day 2, wreath makeover. The outdoor wreaths, well, they have been put temporarily on hold for the makeover. I got them all fluffed up and put the ribbons on them and hung each one between the window, and was trying to decide the direction I wanted to go with additional ornaments. I do think I'm gonna spruce these up a bit more, but I have decided to put that on hold until I do the rest of my porch. As you can see, it still has fall going on out here. But I've gotten a lot of ideas just by doing this much right here. I feel like I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just not ready to tackle that. So for now, these beautiful Cypress Walmart wreaths are looking really great up here on each side, as you can see. Very pretty, and I do apologize. There's a person getting their yard done next door. It's always something going on outside in this neighborhood now. Okay, well, let's take a look inside at what I am going to work on. And here we are on the screen porch. This is where I moved the multicolored wreath. I added a little bow and decided it's going to be on my porch, but for it to be on the mermaid lounge, it needs a little more decor. So I'm going to take it down, this one down right here, and this is what I'm going to work on. Alrighty, well, here we are, friends. I have hot glued a few shells all over my wreath. This is probably not the way I would go if I was gonna do a shell wreath. I think I would skip the whole greenery background because I'm just not sure how well these are gonna stay on. But we're gonna give it a try. You know, remember the whole purpose here is me repurposing this wreath to use. So anyway, it was kind of a fun little project, a messy little project, and one I wasn't able to balance the hot glue gun and the camera at the same time. I wasn't gonna attempt that. No. So anyway, that is done, and I'll hang it up back here. Remember, I really haven't started decorating, y'all. I'm gonna keep saying that even though I am placing wreaths here and there. Oh, it's so funny. But anyway, I hope to get started on that soon. I thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the little video that I'm going to share next of some of last year's Christmas decor. I wanted to give a special shout out and thank you to all of my new sewing friends that have liked and subscribed to my page after my last video of my sewing room. I really do appreciate that you guys have jumped on and commented. I love all the comments, and I do plan to get back and reply to all of them. YouTube does a funny little thing when I started out, you know, of course, showing my home decor, my seasonal decor, and I plan to continue that, but I do want to show my embroidery and sewing as well. But I think YouTube kind of looks at that as two different genres, I guess you might say. So we'll see what happens. I know when I did the sewing video, it took quite some time before any views showed up at all, and so I'm not sure what happened with that. I guess I just kind of messed up their whole little system there. But anyway, so today we're doing a little home decor show, and I hope to get back soon. Maybe I may try to film it this afternoon because I have another little wreath project I have to work on actually for someone after I shared a project that I did for my wreath. I haven't showed you guys that one yet, my dining room wreath. But anyway, so I have to get back in the sewing room to get that done, and if I can get that done today, I will try to film it, and maybe some of you guys might want to try that on your own sewing machines. And so there we go. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you all have a beautiful afternoon, and I hope you enjoy this video of last year's 2021 Christmas decor.